How did a little child from a poor family in Sweden build a $20 billion furniture company? How did he really start? And who is this Swedish man who not only made an empire to his name, but also reshaped the whole furniture industry? And what pushed him to kickstart this multi-billion-dollar business? What are the unheard secrets behind Ikea's success? And what exactly is the Ikea Effect? Let's discover the extraordinary journey of the furniture giant Ikea. In 1929, a little child was born in a small village in Sweden. The folks of villages back then were utterly poor. It was a tough country life. The child turned 7 years old and started roaming around houses selling matches. His aunt was the one buying him the boxes from Stockholm. Once he turned 10, he started mixing up his merchandise, adding items for decorating Christmas trees, pencils, and the fish he used to catch. That little child was Ingvar Kamprad, the little one who was going to become the founder of the home furniture worldwide giant, Ikea. When Ingvar turned 17 in 1943, his father gave him a monetary prize due to his excellence at school. Instead of partying like a teenager, he used the money to create a company called Ikea. The name contains 2 letters from his name, a letter from the farm he used to live in, and the first letter from his village, Ingvar Kamprad, Tarid, and Agunarid. The small company started selling backpacks, pencils, frames for pictures, and wallets. The biggest parts of its sales were pens, since they were new to the market. Ingvar used to invent marketing tricks to attract customers. For example, he gave every visitor a cake and a cup of coffee. Such ideas back then got people amazed. Indeed, he succeeded at catering to customers, and his business started blooming. In the beginning, Ingvar sold miscellaneous small articles such as pens and lighters. After 5 years, he stepped into the furniture business and started selling assembled furniture in 1948. He noticed something in Swedish society, and that was the tendency of people there to buy fancy furniture. But the expensive prices stand as a barrier. He thought of it as a chance. The first Ikea catalog was published in the year 1951, and in 1953, Ingvar opened the first showroom in the town of Älmhult. Here, the customers can take a look at the furniture items and place orders. Then Ikea started creating traditional furniture with low costs through a bunch of local producers located in the forest close to his village. His business grew and expanded, and his primary source of income became home furniture. He was targeting customers of low and middle income. He used to sell with a strategy of low profits to sell big, and that's why he's got a considered famous quote in Ikea that executive directors follow. It's better to sell 600 chairs at a low price than sell 60 at a higher price. Ingvar Kamprad, the visionary founder of Ikea, was known for his frugality and commitment to providing value to customers. He was deeply involved in every aspect of the business, from designing products to negotiating with suppliers. He solved several problems in the furniture market like bulky and inefficient packaging, limited design choices, costly and inaccessible furniture, transportation of pre-assembled furniture. Ikea introduced flat box packaging and diversity in design and offered furniture at very affordable prices. Ikea's journey is a testament to its ability to deeply understand and solve market problems. Ikea stores are designed specifically to appeal to the customer's subconscious mind, which is where most of the human decisions are taken. The layout of the store is such that the furniture is presented in the same way in which we usually have it in our homes. So, whenever you visit an Ikea store, you will notice that the furniture and the environment in which the furniture is kept is quite similar to the ones which we have at our homes. This is because Ikea wants us to look at the furniture, to perceive it in its natural environment, which makes the subconscious mind desire the product even more. Whenever you visit the Ikea store, you will see that the store is designed in such a way that there is a guided pathway and walkway, which is usually very straight with arrows that lead you into a particular direction. It's very straight, and it is designed in such a way that you can just walk through the pathway and cover the entire inventory of Ikea in one go. This increases the probability of the customers browsing more products, which increases the probability of customers making much more impulse purchases. Another thing that Ikea did just right was to strategically place mirrors around the store, and when you see a reflection in an Ikea setup, it makes you feel like you belong there. In the beginning, Ingvar had only 4 employees. The 4th employee was a young graduate of Malmö Institute of Technology. His name was Gillis. One day, Ingvar sent him to pick up a table from a nearby manufacturer. Gillis was trying to stuff the table inside a small Volvo, but it didn't fit. He then took a break to think of a solution. A genius idea struck his mind. He was thinking, what's the problem if I take off the table's legs and put them in the car adjacent to the body, and I will plug them back when I reach the store? Simple. From here, the first idea of flat packs was invented, which allows customers to carry the items easily like a bag and also install it easily with the help of an instruction paper. This not only lowered the shipping cost, storage, and working, but also knocked out the competitors. This brought a revolution in the market. After Gillis convinced Ingvar to add the flat packs to IKEA's business model, that resulted in a revolution in the furniture production industry and turned IKEA from a drowning company based in the Swedish suburbs to an empire of a company that roams the globe nowadays. The IKEA effect is the idea that when people create something themselves, they value it more. It got its name from a study where researchers found that when participants assembled a piece of IKEA furniture, they valued it consistently more than the same pre-assembled piece of IKEA furniture. In 2011, a fascinating study was conducted. The participants were divided into two groups. One group simply observed an IKEA furniture item, while the other assembled the same piece. When they were asked how much they would pay for the same furniture item, the assembly group was willing to pay 63% more for the same piece compared to the observation group. This psychological phenomenon is called the Ikea Effect, and it explains why we value things more when we've put effort into assembling them. However, if you consider the time and labor costs associated with products you need to assemble yourself, this doesn't make any sense economically, but researchers conducted multiple studies and found that when people put more of their labor into product creation, they love it even more. Most of the furniture companies usually deliver the products after fully assembling them. This results in increase of logistics and transportation costs. But IKEA's furniture does not come assembled. It comes in pieces and unassembled in flat packs. Customers are given an instruction manual and necessary tools to assemble the furniture at home. This is biggest recipe for IKEA's success, its DIY furniture model. But why DIY? Well, the simple reason for this is that IKEA wants its customers to spend more time and effort in assembling the product. And while doing so, they unknowingly get invested in the product emotionally, which makes them treat that furniture as self-accomplishment. They tell their friends about it, they keep it well-maintained, they even showcase it at the most visible space in their house. Soon their friends get IKEA too after the recommendation. It creates a network of customers recommending IKEA to their friends and family. Also, these do-it-yourself experiences, when done together with family members, can be fun in their own right. The second reason is that this DIY model helps in keeping the furniture's cost very economical. This DIY experience that IKEA offers to the customers makes them feel more valued and involved in the creation process. It also helps in reducing the labor cost, since assembling needs to be done by the customer. And this is the IKEA effect that is one of the main reasons that took IKEA way ahead of its competitors. Many brands are now using this IKEA effect in business. For example, Nike uses this effect by allowing its customer to customize their sneaker designs and color, getting the customer involved in the designing process of the shoe. Similarly, the famous sandwich brand Subway also uses the IKEA effect in their business. Subway is popular because it gives people the feeling that they are making their sandwiches by themselves, giving them full control over customization. And many more brands on an endless list do this following the footsteps of IKEA. Another surprising fact about IKEA is that it has secured one of the top spots among the world's biggest brands in the food industry, which is a strange accomplishment for a company primarily known for its home furnishings. What's even more astounding is the substantial revenue stream flowing from its culinary ventures, amassing an impressive $2.5 billion. This notable figure represents about 6% of IKEA's overall revenues, underscoring the pivotal role that food now plays within the company's comprehensive business model. A shopping excursion at IKEA often gives its customers a delightful exploration experience. However, it can be a somewhat energy-intensive endeavor. The provision of a spacious dining area allows customers to replenish their energy and revitalize their shopping spirits, a thoughtful touch that distinguishes IKEA's commitment to the overall customer journey. On an average, every IKEA store has a generous allocation of 500 seats for dining. This is how the company ensures customer satisfaction. So the next time you stroll through an IKEA store, remember the incredible journey that brought it to life. From humble beginnings to global domination, IKEA's story is one of innovation, affordability, and human ingenuity. It's a reminder that even the simplest solutions can revolutionize the way we live and interact with our surroundings.